I did a little experiment the other day, and I'm here to share the outcome with you. I wanted to better understand the difference between Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot in a blind tasting environment, or even just trying to understand the structural differences of the two grapes. I've been doubting my ability to tell the difference, and so I thought what I would do is go grab a Cabernet Sauvignon and a Merlot from the same area, from the same part of the world, ideally from the same producer if I could, to try to normalize and equalize some of those differences that can cause differences in the profile of a wine, and then try them and figure out what I thought some of the differences were. And I'm going to share that with you because maybe you'll find it helpful. So here are the two wines that I picked up. I picked them up from the LCBO, which is where we get our wines from here in Ontario. So this is the Columbia Crest H3 Merlot. This is a Merlot dominant wine. There is a splash of Cabernet Sauvignon in here, but it's highly Merlot dominant. And then this is their Cabernet Sauvignon, which based on what I could find online, I believe is actually 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, but I'm not exactly 100% sure about that, but it's definitely more Cabernet Sauvignon dominant. Now, these are both from Horse Heaven Hills, which is one of the bigger AVAs in Washington. They're both the same price point, both the same alcohol level, about 14.5%. So as I said, I was trying to equalize for anything else that could be causing differences in the glass. And here is what I found. So I found the Merlot to be definitely more plush. So in terms of notes, I got more plums and blackberries and cocoa. Definitely a Saint-Emilion right bank type feeling to this wine. Yes, it had acidity. Yes, it had structural tannins, but they were much softer and plusher than the Cabernet Sauvignon. So in this wine, I found the fruit to be crunchier. I found the wine to be leaner. I definitely wouldn't describe this as plush. I would describe it as muscular, sort of elbows up, if you will. This one had a lot of spices, really high acidity, really noticeable grippy tannins. And I'm just checking here, it was brighter and tighter. That's how I would describe the difference between Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. Actually, it's somewhat intuitive. I think if you weren't trying so hard, you might already know what those differences were. But when you're studying, sometimes you can get the nuances confused or get overwhelmed by them. So for me, what have I taken away from this? Merlot, darker, plusher, riper, beautiful, sort of elegant. Cabernet Sauvignon, leaner, higher acid, bigger tannins, more muscular, crunchier fruit sometimes, and definitely feels like it can use a little bit more time.